welcome to this new episode. Now, you might be wondering which vocal exercises are the best ones so that you can train your voice and sing with confidence without having to figure out your way through it. So in this episode, you're going to discover the 3 most effective vocal exercises so that you can strengthen your voice, expand your range, and then sing with ease without feeling any straining or the feeling of being stuck. So let's dive into it. Hi, my name is Maggie. I'm the founder of the Singing Insiders, in which I help passionate singers just like yourself become the best version of themselves through singing. And in these episodes, you're going to find practical tools, insights, tips, techniques to really help you up-level your singing skills. So let's dive into the 3 most effective exercises that every singer should be doing on a regular basis, according to me. Before we dive into the exercises, though, it's really important to notice some common mistakes that many beginner singers tend to make. And the first one is not warming up their voices. Oftentimes, many beginner singers tend to go into the exercises right away or get into a song right away without warming up the voice. That's not the best way to go about it. That's like having an athlete doing a marathon without warming up their muscles. That's just a recipe for injury. We don't want to have that. A second mistake that I see many beginner singers make as well is picking exercises that might be too advanced for them. So it's really important to have an overall idea of where you are in your singing journey. Are you at the very beginning, or do you have some, foundations of vocal training, or are you more advanced? And depending on where you are, you can have specific exercises to train your voice. There is an order to learning vocal technique. So I cannot teach you how to sing with growl if you don't have proper breath support in place, for example. Right? So there's an order in which things go, and it's important to know and understand that order. Third mistake is only focusing on the technical aspect of things. With that, I mean, oftentimes when we're thinking about vocal training, the first thing our mind goes to or tends to go is, oh, I need to know all the vocal techniques. How do I breathe? How do I sing the high notes? How do I expand my range, right? However, there are other aspects to your vocal training that will influence how you can apply the vocal techniques. I'm thinking about the inner work and feeling confident when singing, because how can you expect to, for example, belt out your favorite song if you don't feel comfortable letting your voice be loud and letting yourself be heard? So there's also that mindset work that needs to be done. And then there's the creative side of things. Singing a song in your own unique and authentic way, being able to improvise, being able to tell a story and really connect with your listener. If those 2 pieces are missing and you're only focusing on the technique side of things, well, there's a lot of room for growth there. So once you notice that, maybe you might be doing one or more of these mistakes, that's a good thing, because you can do something about it and actually change it. And that's where we get into the world of the trained singer. And trained singers, they warm up their voices because they know how important it is. Trained singers, they also know that there's this structure into learning your vocal techniques. And trained singers, they approach their vocal development from an all-in-one approach. It's a holistic approach. It's not just focused on technique, it's also focused on creativity and that nervous system regulation, that mindset work to cultivate that confidence. So let's look at these best exercises that I believe each singer should be doing on a regular basis. Now, I'm going to share 3 of them, and these are focused on the technical side of things. So we're going to use our voice. This is the technical side of things. But as I said, there's also the creative side and then the inner work that needs a lot of attention in your vocal development. So I just wanted to preface that so that, you're not getting hung up on just focusing on the technical stuff. So the first exercise we're gonna do is a lip trill. A lip trill, super simple. That's how it sounds and feels like. If you're having difficulties to do a lip trill, you can use your fingers, put them in the corner of your mouth, and then don't go all the way back. Also, don't go all the way up, but kind of find a nice middle ground. Now, if you're having difficulties doing a lip trill, that tells me something. And it might tell me that your diaphragmatic breathing is not in the optimal position, or that you're not using your breath support in the right way. Now, this is a whole separate conversation, so let's not get into that. We can talk about breath support later. For now, we're trying to get that lip trill going. If the lip trill comes out, but you're having difficulties, that's totally fine. That means that you're actually training your breath support. So this is a great exercise to train your breath support, your vocal agility, because we're going to go all over the place with our scales here today, and also to work on vocal cord closure so that you can sing with a stable sound and with a lot of power if you want to, without straining the voice. So, all right, this is how we're gonna do it. Let's do it together. Beautiful. Last one. Amazing. This is an amazing exercise also to smoothen out the break. Maybe you notice that you're someone who tends to sing in head voice or in chest voice, and going from one register to another might be really difficult. So this is a great exercise to overcome that as well. Now, I know we're only getting started, but if you're already finding a lot of value in this episode, then please hit the like and subscribe button here down below so that you keep on being updated on new episodes just like this one coming out. Now, the most important exercises still have to come. So let's continue. Exercise number 2 is on a G sound. A G will actually promote vocal cord closure. What is vocal cord closure? If you're someone who has some breathiness in your voice, and sometimes it's just in one place of your voice, for example, only the high notes, then working on vocal cord closure is a good thing. Normally, when I'm singing, my vocal cords want to come together very nicely. But if I'm singing with breathiness in my sound, instead of having my vocal cords come together and touching each other, they're actually going to vibrate away from each other. We don't want to have that. So we want to work on vocal cord closure to bring those two together. And then our sound will change from Does that make sense? So using a G sound, and then I'm choosing an E sound, vowel next to it, gi, will actually help to promote that vocal cord closure. So that's the idea behind this exercise. And we're going to do gi. Again, here too, we're transitioning from our chest voice to our head voice and then back to the chest voice. So it's also an amazing exercise to smoothen out that break and transition. Let's do it together. And beautiful. Last one. Amazing, beautiful. That deserves a virtual high five. All right. Third exercise that I believe everyone should be doing on a regular basis is one to release any tension that might have been built up when you're talking, singing, breathing, whatever. This is an exercise focused on release so that we can get rid of any build-up tension. The idea is that we're starting out from a yawn position. So just yawn for me. And this is the thing that we're taking this feeling into the exercise. And let me start here. We're just gonna slide, but we're sliding down. And the invitation here is to start within that yawn. So we're doing so here again, I'm just looking to yawn, and then I'm putting those notes in. Let's try and do that together. And beautiful. And release. This should feel super relaxed. Let's continue. Beautiful. Keep thinking about that yawn. Last one. Beautiful. Especially in the higher parts of our range, this is a challenge to keep that relaxed approach to it. So 3 exercises to summarize. We got the lip trills to work on stability and expanding the range and all those things. We have the vocal cord closure exercise, gee, 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 gee. And then we had the yawn, to release any tension that might have been built up. Now, as I told you before, these are technical exercises focused on developing and strengthening your voice. But there's more to singing and vocal development than just training the voice. It's about having a holistic approach to your vocal development where you're combining vocal technique with nervous system regulation, cultivating that inner freedom and confidence and creativity so that you can authentically express yourself through singing. That's the big picture. So I got a video that goes through this whole process and guides you through it. And my invitation to you really is to watch that video next and go to that episode next, because it will beautifully align with the conversation that we started here today. So I will link to it in the description here down below so that you can go over to that video as soon as possible. I want to say thank you so much for having been here today. I'll see you in the other video so that we can keep this conversation going. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being here. I wanted to say the two together. Talk soon. Bye.